Hello, just a quick little video today showcasing this very small journal I made. I will apologize in advance that I sound so stuffy and congested. My children have been back to school for 5 minutes, so they brought me home a virus, as is always the case. Thankfully it's not the virus, but yeah, I'm all a snotters. So while I've been pretty much sitting on the couch waiting to pick them up from school all day, feeling like garbage, I've been working on this little book. So yeah, I'll talk about it a wee bit. I've got this nice little articulated floppy mermaid skeleton charm on the spine, and this charm kind of inspired the whole book. The cover is made from this kind of fish scale, plasticky, felt backed stuff that I got off of AliExpress. It came in an A4 sheet and it's really quite beautiful with the colors. Apparently people buy this stuff to make hair bows with, so they want like the smaller quantities, and it was perfect for making a couple very small books for me. And I thought that it went nicely with the mermaid charm, and that's kind of inspired the contents of the book. I've just got it tied up here with some what do you call it, organza ribbons. I've got the little book corners on as well, just to kind of tie in the silver, because otherwise there's not much to tie it together. I've thought about adding more to the cover, but I really don't want to cover this up too much, because when it's all tied up, and plus the pretty metallic shiny, I'm not convinced that adding more would actually be making it better, if you know what I mean. So yeah, the inside of the book, I've got this shiny paper just kind of on the cover. I've illustrated small, well, I've drawn small little graphite pencil drawings for every page. I've crocheted the edges of the pages. The pages are all this oh sorry, this green paper that I bought ages ago, and I decided to use it, and it wasn't until after I'd crocheted all the edges to it I realized how thin it was, and it's not really standing up with the crocheted edges in the book, so the pages were wrinkling inside the book because the thickness of the fiber was just not a good balance with the thickness of the paper. So what I've done is I've done all these little drawings on card so that I could stiffen up the pages by securing it all in there. So that is the reason for that. I've also sprayed the green pages. Don't know how well you'll be able to see, but there's like iridescent shimmer sprays on all the pages as well for some sparkles. And it's just become kind of a little sketchbook, I guess, with these little kind of dark undersea themed creatures. Some of them are from my imagination, some of them are based on real creatures, or parts of real creatures, and some mermaids to tie in the mermaid charm. And yeah, I've not got much to say about the illustrations. What I tend to do is just take my pencil to the paper and see what happens. I'm really looking forward to Inktober this year, which I didn't think I was going to do again, but I have convinced myself. I've made my book already, and it was a really good exercise in making me draw every day, and this has been a really good exercise as well. I always forget how much I love drawing with pencil, and until I take it up again. But I really do enjoy it, even if it's just for some weird little doodles. The book also has a really, all my books with the crocheted edges, they've got such a nice feel to them. They feel substantial, and they're really tactile and nice and squishy. It's like a stuffed animal in a book. This is based on an actual creature. It's those sea slugs that can utilize photosynthesis, which are quite unique, and they look like sheep, which is adorable. I didn't really do it justice, but I don't know, it just kind of occurred to me, oh, I want to draw one of those, and I did. Not all of these things are obviously saltwater either. People often assume that bettas or Siamese fighting fish are saltwater fish, and they are not. They actually are basically puddle fish in the wild. They're not brilliantly colored, they're quite drab, and they live in poorly oxygenated water, such as kind of like bulky puddles. And that's why they have a little labyrinth in the top of their head, which is an organ that actually helps them to breathe air outside of the water. That's why you'll often see them gulping air from the top, and they make their bubble nests. I really like these fish. I kill them because I'm a terrible fish owner, and I'm not very good at it, so I don't own any, but I really do like them, and I've done probably too much research into them. But I draw them a lot because I do like them. I love their grumpy faces. I love their beautiful shape and colors. And this is the end of the book. There's 16 pictures in all. I could have filled both sides, but I wanted to still show off the shimmery papers and enough of the green and tie it all together. I suppose I could still add to it. I suppose I could do a lot of things, but this is how it is now, and as far as I'm concerned, it is complete.